Laugh it up, fuzzball.
Hey guys, Laughing Up Fuzzball 70 here. I hope you're all well. A very, very happy new year to one and all. I hope you guys all had a great Christmas and a great new year. And Father Christmas stroke Santa Claus brought you everything you wanted and then some. Today what we're going to have a look at is, as you can see in front of you, it's a Star Wars The Black Series Sandtrooper, number 3 from the Black Series. This guy was released back in July 2013. I'm not going to bore you with a review of this figure, but really it sort of gives you the premise of this video. A few months ago, I see a friend of mine, a good friend of mine, a guy called Luke, who has a channel on YouTube called Actionjackman. That's Actionjackman, details down below. Produce a custom version of this figure, and I was so bowled over by it. I contacted Luke and I said, "Listen, mate, I'd love one of those." And he went, "Sure, no problem. I'll do it for you. Think of it as your Christmas box." First up, his generosity and his kindness in that in itself was amazing. But sure enough, a man of his word, shortly before Christmas I received a huge parcel, and within this parcel was this actual custom figure. Okay, so what you see in front of you is the standard, released from July 2013, and that is, it's on the first day issue box of the standard Sandtrooper. This is what Luke kindly sent me. As you can see, the difference between the two, you'll see on the right, I feel is a much more realistic version of him. He kindly changed the colour of the pauldron for me as well, and we'll get him out of the box in a minute to have a better look at him. But as you can see from an initial impression, a much more dirty, much more grimy, much more realistic version of a Sandtrooper for my money. Right, let's get him out of the box. Okay, so what Actionjackman's managed to achieve, as I said, is a much more grimy, much more grubbier looking Sandtrooper. He used a variation, a host of different paints on the actual figure itself, and sort of got a wash into sort of all the nooks and the crevices and the areas where dirt would be naturally picked up. And what he's done after that, he's actually then sealed it over the top with a paint sealer that you could readily pick up from a hobby store. He assures me that this process isn't that difficult to do. I'm not a converted believer in that. I suspect it is probably incredibly difficult to do, but he's just very, very modest about it. But as I said, from my point of view, amazing. Just to get a custom figure which looks as good and as detailed as this guy, absolutely amazing. Much cherished and definitely one for staying in the collection. I went out of the room for a moment. My Sandtrooper was on his knees in comparison to the custom. Joking aside, a huge thank you to Luke, to Actionjackman. Please check out his channel, details down below. Apologies for my slight delay in videos in the last 6-8 weeks. I've gone through a few health issues, not least I've been recently diagnosed as diabetic. It's meant some considerable changes within my day-to-day. You know, not a problem. You know, Fuzz gets on top of these things. I'm on top of it now, got it worked out, got it sort of squared off in my mind, what I need to do going forward. Videos will become much more frequent again now. I've got a huge unboxing to do from the very same man again, Actionjackman. I've also got an unboxing to do from the Budget Jedi. I've got some items to show you from Mad Woba, and I've also managed to pick up some bits between Christmas and New Year myself. As always, your thoughts, feedback and comment are very much welcomed, and until the next time, take care of yourselves. Cheers now, Fuzz.